Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Wellness FOURplay podcast. I am Dr. Dondee Nettles. I am your host. Today, we're going to go all the way back to India 5,000 years ago when the origins of Ayurvedic medicine came to be, because what we're going to talk about today, dry brushing, comes from Ayurvedic medicine or Ayurveda. Again, 5,000 years ago, origins in India. Now it's kind of spread all throughout the world, but we're going to be talking about dry brushing, meaning using a dry brush on your skin of your whole body. And you get to do it naked so you can have some fun with it. So why dry brushing? And again, this is the Wellness FOURplay podcast, meaning four. We typically talk about 4 tips. We're going to talk about 4 good things that are good wellness benefits of dry brushing. So 4 wellness benefits of dry brushing. That's why you see in the FOURplay of Wellness FOURplay, it's intentionally spelled the number 4. However, carrying off of the original word foreplay, because we get to do dry brushing naked, it may just lead to the other kind of the namesake of foreplay, because who doesn't want to get in the mood for wellness in the first place? But again, 4 wellness benefits of dry brushing. So what is a dry brush? So you've probably seen them. You maybe think they're back scratchers or back scrubbers. Basically, it's a brush with natural bristles. These are boar hair bristles. It's best to use a natural version or a natural fiber, and they come in multiple different, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Stiffness of the brush, because you're going to do your whole body, including your face. So your face and your chest, which are typically thinner skin, the back of your hands and things like that, you want to have a softer brush. Now, there's very versatile brushes. So this one is just a bamboo handle with some boar's hair on it. There's other varieties that you get a handle, so you can utilize it like that, but you'll get multiple different devices like this one. So this is going to be a little softer for the face, one that's a little more rough for the rest of the body, and then one that's a little oblong that is the softest for, in sensitive areas, your face, your skin, your neck, wherever the case may be. But the way those work is you just stick the wood handle in the slot, and there you go. Turn it into a handheld brush, or you can use the strap on it to use by hand. It's all you do. It is all how you want to do it. But now let's get into the 4 wellness benefits of dry brushing. So literally dry, not in the shower, not when you're wet. You do that afterwards. So dry brush on dry skin. The first benefit is exfoliating of dead and dry skin. Now, what's going to be the benefits of that? Well, open up your pores. You're going to have, it leads to less comedones, less acne, things of that nature. You have better skin breathing, better sweating, better exfoliation. And did you know one of the things about your skin? You sweat through your skin. So your body releases toxins through your pores. When you exfoliate with dry brushing, you improve that process. So you actually you're improving the skin, you're improving the look of your skin. And again, this is meant to be done full body. In the show notes and in the comments, if you're watching this live on YouTube or if you're watching this live on Facebook or LinkedIn, thank you so much. Do me a favor, put #live in the comments. If you're catching this on Spotify or Stitcher or Spreaker or Apple Podcasts or any of the other audio-only podcast options, thank you so much for attending regularly. We appreciate your service, and we appreciate you wanting, to learn about more topics of wellness so you can actually have the foreplay in your life, and who doesn't want to get in the mood for wellness. So again, exfoliation is the first health benefit of dry brushing. Now, there is in the comments below or in the show notes where we can talk to you about where you can get these dry brushes. There's actually a schematic. So kind of think of it this way. You're going to do the entire body, and you want in the whole process, the whole procedure or the protocol. Wow, yesterday I did 5 words that began with B. Today I just did 3 words that began with P. I don't know where that's coming from, but let's just call it interesting. So you start at your feet, and you work your feet and your calves, in front of your legs. Then you go around your knees. Then you go up to your upper thighs, and you work into your inguinal region, your groin region, there's lots and lots of lymph nodes there, which is the second benefit, improving lymphatic system function, including lymphatic drainage, including lymphatic circulation. So you think about your lymphatic system. What is it? It's this system, or kind of think of it like a bunch of vessels, not like blood vessels, but they go right along with blood vessels. They carry your lymph fluid. In your lymph fluid is going to be nutrients to your cells, cellular debris to take out, to get into your bloodstream, to get out of your body. But there's also really, really good things like lymphocytes, like B and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes are what kill bacteria that is circulating through your body, or viruses, or bad guys of any kind. The T cells, or killer T cells, as they're also known, go after any part of your body that has been tainted by any of these viruses or bacteria or bad guys, and they literally handle them. So having a lymphatic system that is flowing properly and working properly is very, very important to, one, your overall health, and two, your overall immune system. So why is that important to today's discussion? Because lymphatic drainage is dramatically helped with dry brushing. So think of your body like this. So just imagine just a mannequin or your own body as you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and you need to do this naked for best benefits. And I'm not trying to get sexual. I'm telling you the best benefits of getting dry brushing, because you don't want to do it over clothes. It doesn't matter. It won't help as well. But think of it this way. Your right arm, the right side of your chest, and the right side of your head and neck is the right lymphatic port, okay? The whole rest of your body is the left lymphatic port. So it's the left side of your face and head, your left chest, left arm, and both legs. So why do I share that with you? Because it's your lymphatic circulation. So as you start at your feet and work up in the manner, and again, follow the schematic on the link in the show notes. So you start at your legs and you work up. The entire process, or the entire procedure of dry brushing, is to get your lymph, to get the flow towards your heart. And if you think of it this way, you're under your left armpit in what is, so the left side, the left lymphatic duct drains 75% of your body's lymph back into the left subclavian vein and into your heart, whereas your right side is 25%. Again, your right side is just your right arm, your right chest, and the right half of your head and neck. The left is the whole rest of the body. So it's important to focus on these areas. There's high degrees or high numbers of lymph vessels, lymph nodes in your armpits, or what's called your axilla area. Also in your groin area, called your groin or your inguinal area. Focus on these areas, and the schematic again shares that with you. And then focus in a clockwise region, or a clockwise fashion, in your abdomen for proper digestion. So again, number one benefit, health benefit of dry brushing is exfoliation of dry and dead skin. Number two health benefit is going to be increasing your lymphatic circulation. Very, very important that your lymphocytes, which are your antibodies, which fight off bacteria and viruses and things that come after you. Very important to have them pumping around through your body properly. And we kind of talked about this on yesterday's episode. Your heart pumps your blood throughout your body, but nothing pumps lymph throughout your body except movement of your muscles and dry brushing. So it was great that I kind of put those in segue. So the third benefit, or the third health benefit of dry brushing, is going to be that it just makes you feel good. It's stress relief. It helps relieve your stress. It helps relax you. It helps just get you in a better mood, because it actually feels really awesome. So one of the things to focus on when you're doing this dry brushing is doing it properly. And it takes, when you do that, when you follow the system, or you follow the protocol, again, which I'm going to put in the show notes, is going to be about a 3 to 5 minute daily occurrence. Now, I'm going to give you a little warning here. One, do not use the really, really rough bristle brushes on your face or areas of thin skin, because it might hurt a little bit. It's not really bad to have a little discomfort, but you don't want to cause any abrasions on your skin. You don't want to use dry brushes over open skin or cuts or anything of that nature. Any wounds or cuts or open areas of skin, you do not want to use the dry brushing over that. If you have any skin conditions like psoriasis, for example, or eczema, or severe acne, something like that, be very, very careful. And you might want to steer around those areas because you want to get the positive benefits of dry brushing. You don't want to make yourself uncomfortable and you don't want to irritate your skin. But it takes about 2 weeks. Kind of think of it this way. You may do it one time. It feels good. It relaxes you. You're getting improved circulation. You're getting the exfoliation off of your skin. You're getting rid of dry skin, but give it about 2 weeks before you start to notice a big difference. And why I'm saying the big difference, I'm kind of saving the best for last. In the order that I talked about, the 4 benefits, I switched 3 and 4 because I want to talk about the last one, the most important, what I think is because it will give you the most rapid visible benefits, and that is decreasing cellulite. Yes, you heard me right. One of the great health benefits of dry brushing is decreasing cellulite. So like the areas of your skin are bumpy and looks like you got potholes and things of that nature. It's the fat tissue which you can smooth out with dry brushing. Incredible what it can do for you. So the benefits again are going to be 1, exfoliation of dry skin, 2, improving the lymphatic system, circulation of lymph system or the lymph throughout your body, helping you just relax. Number 3, to reduce stress and relax and just feel better overall. And then 4th is to reduce cellulite. So this is something that not just women suffer from. It's one of the things that drives them crazy, especially now that the weather's heating up and they want to look good in their bikinis or their bathing suits, maybe lose a couple of pounds. Cellulite plagues them, and it does for guys too. So dry brushing is really, really good for reducing cellulite. So I would just encourage you to do some research on your own if you'd like. Maybe go back into the origins through Ayurveda and where dry brushing came from. And now let's talk about just types of brushes. So I would recommend getting a variety of stiffnesses of the bristle, and I would recommend natural bristles. Boar hair is very, very good at that. And you want to get the lighter or softer brushes for your face, your neck, your chest, maybe under your arms and the back of your hands, areas where the skin is thinner. And then as the skin gets thicker throughout your body, you can go to a stiffer bristle. And this would be my recommendation. Get the kind where you've got a removable handle and multiple types that go together so you can get to those hard to reach areas like your back or, however you do it, whatever your call is. And again, there's just however you do it, working from your feet and working up towards the heart, working from your hands in toward working from your head and down towards the heart. You want to kind of focus every direction that you're doing towards your heart, including on the back. Why? Goes down to number 2, the increased lymphatic system, because you want the lymph to drain into your blood supply and go through your heart and get pumped out and make everything work properly. So plus as you're doing the actual dry brushing, you're moving. Movement is key. Remember, I talked about that on the last 2 episodes of the Wellness FOURplay podcast. So it's very important while you're dry brushing to move. Don't stand there like this, like a mannequin, and have somebody else do that for you, unless it's date night. Because again, it could be part of the real spelling of FOURplay, and you can just use your own creative imagination on that. But if you're doing this, then I would recommend you do dry brushing every day. It is incredible. The benefits are tremendous, and it just feels awesome. And then when you are done, I would recommend getting in the shower. So maybe first thing in the morning, if you take a shower before you go to bed, do it before you take a shower so you can go to bed clean, because you don't want to have residue of dry skin on your body. And I would recommend probably every 7 to 10 days, maybe 2 weeks max, cleaning your. Oh, I didn't even show you the other options. This is not a toilet brush. This is just a softer variation of a dry brush. I've got multiple kinds here, but I like to use all of them. And I'm telling you, guys, especially if you've never done this before, you don't know what you're missing. It's pretty awesome. It will change your life, and it will change it because it's kind of like when you were a kid, you remember mom scratching your head. If you guys had the blessing of having a mom, Marcy still does that to our kids and our grandkids. And it's just incredible. So that feeling, it's kind of like that all over your whole body. Dry brushing is awesome and incredibly healthy for you. So in summary here, dry brushing, whatever brushes, and there's in the links to where you can get the brushes. If you are a vegan, you might have some issue. using a natural bristle brush like boar hair or horse hair. So there are vegan options. There are synthetic versions. There's actually bristles made of cactus, and it's not like you would think. They're actually softer bristles. They can be a little bit more coarse, but they have soft varieties too, and they do have synthetic varieties. And I don't know this yet to be true, but I've read a lot of articles about it, that copper ionic fibers too in the bristles are supposed to increase the benefit to the lymphatic system circulation. I don't know that. I don't have a copper ionic brush, but if they are available out there, there's some options in the links in the show notes and the comments down below. When I finish this episode, I'll drop them in there so you can see for yourself, take the options, but there's multiple dry brush options, and they're fantastic. There's inexpensive ones, there's expensive ones, and I think they're pretty similar. The natural boar bristle brushes can be very inexpensive, and if you go for the brand name, you can pay more money, but you don't necessarily need to. Amazon is full of them, giving you some options in the show notes. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you found any value in this, or I'm going to challenge you, if you do this for 2 weeks, give us some feedback, because I would love to get some feedback from you guys on what you thought of dry brushing. Because I'll tell you, from my vantage point, when Marcy first told me about this, it was, about 6 years ago. It was right before our 4th anniversary. And we'll be married 10 years this December. So it's almost 6 years ago. And told me about the benefits of dry brushing. I'm like, yeah, didn't really even care. Don't tell her that. Hopefully she won't see this episode I'm not going to edit this part out. But anyways, in all seriousness, I really wasn't excited about it until I tried it. Then I was like, oh my gosh, this is pretty amazing. And then the benefits of what it does for the exfoliation of skin. And even if you already use an exfoliant, and even if you wash your face every day and other areas of your body you should wash every day anyway, just the dry brush is pretty amazing. Do it for 2 weeks, then give me some feedback and tell me if I'm not telling the truth here. You're welcome in advance. So thank you everybody for tuning in to the Wellness FOURplay podcast. 4 a day to hold off the gray, 4 tips, 4 steps, 4 minutes of a certain topic. We're just going to give you in multiples of 4 wellness benefits for you. So tune in every day, Monday through Friday. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow with another episode. Take care, everybody. God bless.